beautiful people, welcome back to Shiro Wadumi. I am your host today, Atieno Anupi, and we are having our guest, Shiro Wadumi. You know her. So if you have not watched the first interview, the part 1, please just go watch it, then you will come and we will continue. So we left when Shiro was had passed the final step. She went for the open interview, and now it is 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
4 o'clock, the whole day.
Yeah.
She was being assessed.
Yeah.
It is 4 o'clock. You have a shift at 5.
Hey.
Kumbuka kona kazi, excitement.
Yes.
That you have passed all this. Did you go to work?
Yes, I still managed to go to work.
Why did you go to work and you have this cabin to cabin?
Hey.
Eh?
Where
you running
do
to
not
the-
bang the doors when you're leaving. Hey, what if ikienda huko Yumane?
This is Dubai also. Eh?
Yeah. So, and again, I knew
The
we have a second one, the one-on-one, which is not a
Okay.
confirmation.
Yeah,
The first day is not confirmation enough to say that you have gotten the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were, yani the far you went, congratulations
Oh,
for
thank
that.
you.
Eh?
We thank God.
So,
Yeah.
one-on-one,
Mm.
tell us about, was it the next day or were you given the
What-
date?
What they did is they gave us a schedule of the days that they were performing this one-on-one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had to choose.
Yeah.
Okay.
I choose a day that I was still coming in the evening shift. Guys, the one-on-one day came. I chose around 12. I didn't know how long it was going to take.
Yeah.
But I had really tried to prepare.
Yes.
Asking people who have already gone, what did they ask you? And of course, some people would help you with the information, and some people would like, you just go. They'll ask you just few questions
But
I
they
didn't-
don't tell you.
in details. And how am I supposed to answer them? For me, I just prayed and asked God, you know what? Just lead me.
Yeah.
Is this a job that is mine? Okay, if it is mine, it is okay. If it is not,
Exactly.
and I thank God, when things are meant to happen, they do happen.
Yes.
I went for the one-on-one. I
Tell
got
us.
in there.
Tell us.
Hey, I thank God. I met one lady. I had heard other people saying sometimes you meet a panel, it's 3
Yes,
people.
yes.
But I met this one lady.
Only one?
Yes.
Okay.
I was maybe hoping someone else will come in later
Yeah,
on, but
yeah.
I was like, it's okay if it happens. So I got in there. She comes, she calls me, hi Beth, and I got up with a lot of excitement. Hi, how are you? She says her name real quick. We shook hands.
Wow.
Do not shake hands like our hand is falling.
Yes.
I was so prepared. This is how you say if you're shaking hands. Those are the times we would shake hands. COVID was still somewhere, I don't know where. It was not there yet. So we could shake hands. So we shake hands and she's like, okay, this way, please.
Why should we shake hand firmly and not like,
You know, this, I think it's when you shake hands with, it's a sign of confidence, you know, and look at the person. It's a sign
In
of
the
confidence.
eye.
Yeah, at least, you know,
make eye contact?
you know, just acknowledge that person. And this greeting of like this sometimes looks like, you know, it's like you're brushing off someone.
Yeah. What would you tell us the first impression was for you to the interviewer, the first 3 minutes when she called your name? What do you think she looked for in you?
Wow, the approach probably, how I approached her when she called me. What is the vibe I came with? Probably.
Were you
that-
happy and
I was happy and excited. Yeah, I was just, you know, I was all smiles.
yeah?
You know, let's get through the day. Let's see
Yeah.
how it is. For me, I was so excited and ready to hear what is this? What is this conversation?
Yeah.
You know?
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
that is the vibe I
First-
had. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what did she ask you? Was it long or?
Oh, it was long. I did not notice how long that was until she said, wow, it's already 30 minutes.
What?
And I was like we've been talking for 30 minutes non-stop.
And
What-
you didn't even notice?
I didn't
It
notice.
means, yeah.
I
the
didn't
flow.
notice. But there's one thing I did. As soon as I got in there, I was keen to notice when she was now writing, because they have to write something.
Yeah.
She was writing with her left hand. And I was like, Shiro, this is the time you grab this opportunity and tell her that you're also left-handed.
Wow, very small details.
I looked at it I was like, wow, are you left-handed? Just to confirm, I can see really she's writing, but I really need to get her attention. Yeah, I was like, oh, and she was like, yeah. I told her, yeah, me too. Do you know what they say about left-handed people? That we're actually smart people.
Imagine that. Wow.
And of course, I had to make her feel like, oh, by this is not was smart, we don't joke. Yeah, but I was really trying to, break the moment,
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, yeah, actually, yeah, we do. We are smart people. And we're like, yeah, we are smart people. And she was smiling.
Yeah.
I saw her writing and she was smiling. And I was like,
You've already captured her.
You're getting the moment.
Amazing.
No, this time my smile is all the way.
That is awesome.
And then she just asked me, so Beth, how long have you been here? What is your experience? What are the things you have done in your workplace? These are some of the questions they asked that time. And these are questions that are asked in so many places where you do, where it's a service place, it's a hospitality place. So she was asking me, what is your experience at work? What have you, I remember these questions very well. And how I answered them, I don't know if there was the right answer, so I don't think it's important I tell you how really I answered, but I can give you examples of how of the questions they asked. They asked me, have you ever had an issue with your manager?
Oh.
Of course, you say the yes or no. How did you handle it? What was the outcome? So those are the questions. It was questions after questions. They asked me, what have you ever done in your workplace that was appreciated by your manager, by your colleagues, and what exactly did you do? They asked me, have you ever had a chance to argue with your colleague? Have you and what happened? What was the cause?
Okay.
How did you deal with it? And then they also asked me, have you ever had a chance to talk to your colleagues saying something? What was it?
Like leading them or something?
Let's say,
or giving instructions.
Yeah, let's say there was something, they did something wrong and you had to stand up for yourself, or you had to speak something. Yes, speak up. What was it? How did you do it?
Wow.
They asked me, have you ever had an issue with your colleague? It was just, how have you dealt with the people around you?
Yeah.
Those are the questions, the specific questions they asked.
I wanted to ask our viewers if they are getting it. It's all about, they're just trying to see how you relate with your co-workers and your manager. Not necessarily your education, what you did, or the certificate you got. How can you relate? Yeah,
they already have your education papers, so they're not really asking, not unless maybe you're just coming out straight from school, then probably they will ask you about,
if you don't have experience.
Yes, probably if you don't have any work experience, they will want to know what is your personality from the questions they'll ask you. One other question they asked me, have you ever had an issue with a guest? What happened? How did you deal with it? Like, most of the question was just situational questions.
Yes.
And you have to explain. Now, I think the thing that made my interview longer is because the answers I could give were based on the stories, things that have happened to me.
Already.
Like in one of it, I'll just give you an answer of one that happened. They asked me, have you ever had an issue with your colleague, and what happened? And I said, yeah. Actually, by the way, all my answers was yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Because the truth is, that issue has happened. But when you answer that, you don't answer in a way that it's going to put you down. You always have to come out, how did you handle the situation? Exactly. Yeah? So, and I said yes. So what happened? And I gave her a story of what happened. I saw her writing, and eventually we finished. She gave me a paper. For that day, you have to do, it's like the sequence. Choose what is the next sequence. This was for the one-on-one day as well.
It's like an exam or something?
It's like a game that is an exam.
Okay.
So, like, how you get boxes? You can get like three boxes. 1, 2, 3. One has got 1 dot. The other one has got 2 dots. The next one has got 3 dots.
Yes.
What is the next one? Of course, 4 dots.
Yeah.
So there were so many, and there were 30 of them. So, and you were timed. So she left me doing it. So I started. As soon as I got to the center of, like, from 15, they became harder. Like, getting the second sequence, you had to choose. You had to use your brain.
I think they do it nowadays, but online.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is
especially hoteliers' jobs. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So, yeah. And it became so hard. I didn't realize time going. So she comes after 40 minutes. I was supposed to do it in 30 minutes. By the time she comes, I was just doing the last one. And she's like, oh, babe, you were supposed to finish 10 minutes ago. And I was like, ooh. I felt so bad. Like, oh my God, I've passed with 10 minutes. Oh my God, what am I going to do? And she said, okay, no problem. Just show me the ones that you had done, you have not done. Thankfully, I had put a star to the ones that I had to go back to them. I had answered, So I said, maybe this, all the ones that have got a star, like around 5 of them. Yeah, and then she was like, okay, no problem. You've done well. We will contact you. It will take up to 6 weeks to contact you.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, thank you so much. I've had a beautiful day. It was good to know you. And I hope to see you again next time. And I used her name. And we shook, and I was like, oh, bye. That was my one-on-one.
Wow.
Yes.
So, they told you that they will get back to you. You know, that's a very... nowadays, when you're told that, your faith is not 50-50. It is not 100%. That we will call you. No, call me now. Some people even get angry. Like, have I passed or not? You were just patient, and or maybe the mood of the interview gave you some confidence that you did well.
I was very open. I was like, well, if it's mine, I'll get it. If it's not mine, it is well
and good.
I'm still where I am. It is good. I will continue until when the right time comes. I got a call. The golden call, guys.
Tell us.
Unbelievably. Honestly, oh, thank you so much. I was like, I could not believe it. Yeah.
So they told you you've gotten the job?
Yes. Now and then they told me what was the way forward.
Wow.
They sent me quite a lot of things to follow, the step by step, the medication, the medicals that I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
The police clearance.
So you need to be
conduct.
fit also.
Yeah, they need to check that you know your eyesight. They have to do all these kind of checks so they can know if you need to wear contact lenses or you need to wear glasses, whichever. So you have to go for these checks. A full medical check.
Okay.
Yes.
So what did you do next after now the call was over? Did you resign or what did you do?
No, you don't resign immediately.
No?
You have to do the medicals and pass fast. The medicals.
Oh, so okay, we have another determiner.
Yes, because what if they take you and you have a problem that you as a cabin crew, they cannot, you cannot be able to work with that condition. Yeah, so
but
you have to
passed all other tests.
At least all these other things I have passed. So just waiting for the medicals. So I went for the medicals.
So she got the job. Now you're an air hostess.
Yeah.
What has kept you going until now? How many years?
Oh man.
And are you still in the same position?
Of course not.
Hey!
Where?
Hey! Come on.
You get in there knowing what you're going to get there, you have to work hard.
Wow.
Oh yes.
So
guys,
there is growth.
There is growth. There is growth. And let me actually say, the reason why we're actually doing this video now is because I've been getting all these questions a lot. What do I need to do? What is this now? That is why I'm sharing my story. Now guys, as soon as you get in there, that is not the end. It comes with its own challenges. Some of these kind of things you have to change. I must admit at this time that everyone has a very different journey in the airlines industry. Some people get it so rough because probably they have a problem sleeping.
The fatigue.
And before you can get yourself in there, it is not easy. But it's something that with time your body adapts. So for me, I can say one thing that has kept me going, I love what I do.
Exactly. That is one thing I love about she.
Did you hear what?
She loves her job. Yani,
Yeah.
this one, even if when we visit each other so much, and at times you could go see she, and she purposely sets an alarm to sleep because she doesn't want to miss job. There is no single day she has written a sick leave or miss flight. No, discipline. Able tell us this discipline of yours?
Oh, it's very important. And I learned it the first time I got in there. There's the one thing you don't want to start missing to go to work. Like, for example, you miss your flight. You really affect quite a lot. And by the way, I chose to approach everything and every day with a very positive attitude. So I miss my job. That means someone else has to be called to come and fit in where I was supposed to go to work. Maybe that person was on standby. Yes, we do have people who are always on standby. But I chose to look at it, the inconvenience that I'm causing the company. Just because probably I couldn't sleep well, or I couldn't plan my sleep or anything. The moment I knew that this is very important, I was like, I have to take it as my priority. If I need to sleep for 8 hours, let me calculate what time then do I need to sleep. So, and it has been that consistent has been really my motivation. First, loving what you do. Second, you have to be on time at every time. Everything that you need to do, you have to keep time. No plane is going to wait for you. No. And then challenges of what we meet on day-to-day basis. We are trained how to deal with that. Still, I can't say it's so easy for so many people. It is not. But with time and with experience, you're like, it's a human science that you know how to deal with time. And for me, to be honest, this is my experience. It has been the easiest journey. So it's just having a positive mind of how to do and deal with things.
And the blessing of God also.
Amen.
When God says He blesses the work of our hands. Interacting with she, there is a time I even dreamt I want to be a crew, and I forgot I'm very bad with flights. Because of how she loves her job. Yani, I literally am, what is this? I tried out, and there are some things I didn't check. Like, am I really good with flights? I cannot even stand. Maybe kwenda chozi nitakaa hapo hadi flight imalizike. But we really thank God for you. Thank you for sharing your story with us. And if you're looking to work with these airlines, I know you've taken your point. I know you have written down some points, important points she has shared, telling us her story. Just take a risk and do it, and let God do the rest. You've seen that in her story. I think also the steps that she took, the whole day of interview, the next day also, she cannot play with her job. So it is more easier for you because now you know what to expect. So before she tells us the closing point, make sure you subscribe to this amazing channel and keep it locked, because I'll be coming back to interview her on another segment of her life. So she able to tell us, encourage somebody out there. And
you're probably out there and you're like, I would really want to work for an airline. I don't want to specify that just Emirates or just Etihad or Qatar or other airlines. Just any that you want to apply. If you know you love this job, start. The biggest problem is not starting. Just start. If you need to apply, what are the steps? Have you done that? Do it. And just pray. Let God guide you.
Amen.
Amen. So guys, if you have any other questions that probably you feel like that was not covered, just write them below.
Feel free.
And we can be able to chat, or directly contact me from my IG, that is Shiro_Dome. I will put it there and we can communicate much more. Until next time, guys, stay blessed. Do not forget to subscribe.
Thank
you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.